Greetings, ex-viewers of the Merry Meeple channel. I am the Groom, showing you today Marvel Age of Heroes, coming to us from WizKids. Recruit the X-Men and defeat the forces of evil, a tense strategy game. So this is 60 to 90 minutes, 14 and up, 2 to 5 players. Enlist allies to fight for Professor Xavier's cause. Use uncanny mutant abilities in critical missions. Defeat classic villains in 3 unique scenarios. Here's a kind of a show into the setup. Here's all the contents. Let's flip this back over and open this bad boy up. Alright, so of course, rulebook first. Here's all the components. Hero pawns. These are really cool. I really like them. There's the markers. The Institute setup. Children of the Atom setup, recommended for first game. Fatal Attractions setup. So we haven't played this one yet, but from what I'm gathering is that there's different factions that you're going to put into the game to play. And then there's a Fall of the Mutants setup, which is cool because that kind of leaves it open possibly for some cool expansions in the future, other X-Men storylines. Here's your player setup. The overview of everything. And the Institute phase. X-Jet, Passing, Institute and Evolution cards, playing Ally and Team Up cards, playing Event cards, playing Evolution cards, Mission phase, dealing damage with cards, defeating a villain, example of defeating a villain, end of round, winning the game. And then additional rules, actions and resolving effects, conversion, tokens, resource limits, any resource, drawing cards, turn order, student pawns. Then in the back you have a nice summary with icons. Okay, so first up we have a baggie with tons of different tokens in them. You have a plus 100, you got some cubes, and little death looking things. There are those student pawns, chunky wood bits. So here we have Forge and Storm. Do I have someone else in there? I think that might be all I have in there. Oh, wait, nope. And we have Shadowcat. So these are the cool acrylic standees with a front and back on them. And then I got some other miscellaneous tokens in here. Oh, and Lockheed. And get that in there. Here are all those little wood bit pieces. So now we have Rogue and Gambit. One of the main deciding factors on me getting this game was the acrylic standees and the fact that they have Rogue and Gambit, because the Rogue is the bride's favorite character. And on this side we have Wolverine, my favorite character, and Jubilee. Here we have Jean Grey, or Marvel Girl, they might have called her in this one. And you have Cyclops behind her. And then you have Magic. I believe that's who that was. We can look right here, because here are those player boards. You'll see there, so your cubes go and move them around. So you do have Jubilee and Wolverine. There's different sides. Jean Grey and Cyclops. Gambit and Rogue. Kitty Pryde and Lockheed. Magic. And Forge and Storm. There's more player pieces in the colors. More player pieces in the colors. Here are those stands to put the acrylic standees in. Let's grab some of these cards. So here's Allies. Going through these, the bride and I realized it's been quite a while since we've really read or kept up with X-Men, because we only knew like maybe half of these. Although she was more of an indie comics reader, and I was mainly more focused on the Wolverine solo comic and Spider-Man, especially in my youth. Kind of just kept up with the X-Men through movies, through the old cartoon. Extra Effort, Fastball Special, Found Family, Mission Prep, Secondary Mutation, Show of Force, Team Building Exercises, Unlikely Allies, Tactical Adjustments. So these are event cards. Graduation Day! Events, Fall of Mutants Parameter. Back of these. So the Fall of Mutants one must mean it has something specific to do with those missions. There's the Children of the Atoms parameters, Fatal Attractions. So yeah, these must correspond to the events when you do all the setup. Here's ability cards for everyone. It's got their pictures on this side. And it's got their pictures on this side and their name down there. But yeah, this is a whole deck, looks like, of special powers and cards you can get for all the various characters. Here's some sideboards, it looks like, because these look like they fit into there. And these have the different things on them. So, Mission, Fall of Mutants, the Master. And then color coded on that side. And these are just little things. I'm not sure what those are for. Alright, so we got Villain, Children of the Atomy, Challenging Enemy, or Children of the Atom. So it looks like these are all Children of the Atom ones. And next we have more Children of the Atom. Now we're into the Fall of the Mutants. Apocalypse, Famine, Pestilence, War, Death, Fatal Attractions, Magneto, Mutant, Savior. And back to the Children of the Atom. Fatal Attractions, Lieutenant Colossus. And those are the villain cards. Now we have a great big board. As you can see, it's massive. It's kind of hard to get onto the screen. Let me flip it upside down so you can see the room names upside down. So you have the headmaster's office, there's the X-Jet, medical bay, Cerebro, the danger room, research lab, dormitories. So that is Marvel Age of Heroes from WizKids. That I was the groom, showing you the components inside that I'm currently putting away. I will talk to you all in the next video.